What is up, guys? My name is Kameding, and today I have for you guys the Nightraider versus the Maplestrike. These two are probably the biggest top tier assault rifles in game. This might actually be the battle of the best gun in Unturned. These two guns are just very top tier, very good, very alike. And let's just get down to some stats. First off, how to acquire these guns. If we go over to the Maplestrike, you can basically find this only in the map PEI. It's found in military locations. Of course, it spawns in care packages of all other maps, but PEI is where you're going to find it in a military location. If we go over to a Nightraider, it is the Ranger counterpart of the Maplestrike. You can find it in Germany and also in Russia, and of course in care packages of all the other maps. But Germany and Russia at their military locations, that's where you'll find this gun. Going over to talk about all of the hooks on the Nightraider, of course we got the ammo, which special about the Nightraider, it takes both Ranger and military, meaning I can put a military drum on this, but I can also put a Ranger drum on this. If we go over to a grip, of course it does have a grip, it does have a tactical, it does have a barrel. Of course I can put Ranger or military. Like I said, it's a military and Ranger gun basically. If we go over to the Maplestrike, it's the exact same hooks. The only thing different is it only takes military magazines and it only uses a military barrel. Let's start with the Maplestrike and the damage on zombies. We have a one-shot headshot, a 1-2 body shot, and a 1-2-3 shot limb shot. Going over to the beautiful Nightraider, we have a one-shot headshot, a 1-2 body shot, and a 1-2-3 shot limb shot. Seeing as the zombie damage is actually tied, let's go straight on to tree damage. Now, a lot of people always ask me in the past episodes why I even show tree damage. It's really just to show a comparison. If the Maplestrike takes one bullet less to knock down the tree, it shows that it's a little more powerful than the Nightraider. I know it makes no sense to cut down these trees with guns, but I'm just saying as a comparison standpoint. But let's start out with the Maplestrike. It looks like it does 67 bullets to be able to knock down that beautiful tree. Let's go on with the Nightraider and do the same test. As well, taking 67 bullets to hit down the tree, they're exactly identical. Going from that, we have two 100% black off-roaders. We're going to shoot one with a Nightraider, then we're going to get that Maplestrike out and shoot one again, and we're going to easily be able to tell that once again, they are exactly the same damage. Let's go on to some player damage. We got my test dummy over here, Houslap, and he's going to be showing us the stats that each gun does. Let's first shoot him in the limb, and that actually does 24 damage on that limb. When we go over to that Nightraider, it actually does 25 damage on that limb. Going back to the Maplestrike, when we hit that body, it does 32 damage, whereas that Nightraider actually does 34 damage. One more time with the Maplestrike, a headshot does 44 damage, while that Nightraider does 47 damage. Seeing that the Nightraider barely beats out the Maplestrike in player damage, let's go on to the range. The range of the Nightraider seems to be 200 meters, and if we switch over to that Maplestrike, it looks like the Maplestrike is also 200 meters. Once again, the same exact thing. Both 200-meter distance. Now we're going to test the hammering time on these two guns, seeing how long it takes for both guns to clear a 30 clip magazine. Let's test it out first with the Maplestrike. And let's go to that Nightraider. And once again, even the hammering time is the exact same thing with these two guns. Now let's end it off with some accuracy. We're going to start with the Nightraider at 10 meters and just holding down my left click, not aiming at all. We're going to see how the spread is of the Nightraider. As you can tell, it's quite big and it goes off top right. Let's do the same exact thing with the Maplestrike. Let's move a little bit over. Once again, 10 meters, and let's test it out. Looking at this, the Nightraider actually has more bullets hitting this than the Maplestrike does, showing that the Nightraider has a little bit less spread than the Maplestrike, making it slightly more accurate. We're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to be actually aiming and now going to 20 meters. Once again, I won't be moving my mouse though. That's how the Maplestrike landed. Let's go over to the Nightraider once again at 20 meters. And as you can see, the recoil on these two guns are essentially identical. Also, the spread is essentially identical. I would say the Nightraider does seem to be a little bit more accurate. The Maplestrike does seem to have the shots spread out more after each shot. Now the last accuracy test, of course there could be some human error in this one. I'm going to be adding all the attachments that I can to make this gun the most stable it possibly can be, and making sure it's at 15-meter distance. Let's see, and I'm going to try to control it this time. As you can tell, it's very close together. Let's now go over to the Nightraider once again at 15 meters, and let's do the same thing. And as you can see here right away, you can just tell the Nightraider seems to be moving to the right. Let's just shoot this without moving my mouse at all. And now with that vertical grip on, the Nightraider seems to be maybe a little bit more off horizontally. But if we look at the Maplestrike, it's essentially straight up. So the thing is, with the Nightraider, you're gonna have to control it a little bit more than this Maplestrike. Honestly, making this Maplestrike better late game weapon, because with all these attachments on it, it just makes it much more accurate. But when using the Nightraider, it's more of a spray and pray type scenario. If you do want to try to control it, this is the best I can do. I mean, that's honestly the best I can do. And when you compare that to that, you can just easily tell which one is better out of these two. It's really easy to tell, and that's why I think the better late game weapon is the Maplestrike. Now the last thing I do want to compare with these two guns is the durability. Now you can't tell the durability right now because I'm on an easy moded single player server, so of course you can't tell. But if you're just playing survival, durability does matter, and you want the most durable guns. And of course you should know Ranger weapons are the most durable. This Nightraider can shoot up to 572 shots, while the Maplestrike can shoot 500 shots. So that's a 72 shot lead against the Maplestrike, although every single item in Unturned is easily repairable, especially if you have this kind of gun, this high tier gun, you'll easily be able to repair it. Now that is really all I have to say about this Maplestrike and this Nightraider, both having their pros, both having their cons, both seemingly completely identical. The Nightraider having that slight increase in damage on players. When I say slight, I mean very slight, like 1, 2, 3 health. It really doesn't seem to even matter anymore when it's that little. Also, the Nightraider does seem to be able to have military and ranger attachments and military and ranger ammunition, which is honestly super duper good. No matter what map you are, you're gonna be able to easily get ammo for the Nightraider, whereas the Maplestrike, if you're on a server like Germany or Russia, you're not gonna really be able to use this gun because ammo is gonna be so scarce. But the one thing going for that Maplestrike, its accuracy is on point, and it's always been known to have very good accuracy, especially when you have all the attachments on it. The accuracy on this Maplestrike is better than the Nightraider, but without the attachments, it's weird, but the Nightraider seems to have better accuracy than that Maplestrike. It's very hard to tell which one is better. I'm gonna leave it up to you to decide. Comment down below which one you think is better. Also comment down below any other gun versus gun ideas you have. Make sure to like a video if you enjoy, subscribe if you are new. Anyways, my name is Kameding, and I am out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys later.
Welcome to the country crowd. We got the hamburger, we got the down. We got the special salt nigga that's here. We don't fuck with plank and making it clear.